2 Timothy chapter 4 verse 11. Luke alone is with me. As we continue to study the characters that Paul mentions from his closing words of this epistle, today we have Luke, a very dependable man for Paul at this time when he says, Luke alone is with me. In Colossians 4:14, Paul calls him the beloved physician. In Philemon verse 24, he is mentioned as Paul's fellow worker. Interestingly, these are the two places that Demas is also mentioned. Demas, as we saw, was a disappointment for Paul. Though Paul mentions Luke only 3 times in his epistles, he is a dominant character in the New Testament. He wrote the Gospel of Luke and the book of Acts. He is humble, didn't care for any prominence. He was Paul's servant. His heart was to come alongside Paul and serve his personal needs. Being his personal physician, he was there with Paul during his missionary journeys, was there for Paul when he needed medical aid. We know Paul was beaten with rods, stoned, whipped, shipwrecked, his thorn in the flesh. When he suffered all that, Luke was with him providing the necessary medical aid. The fact that Luke was a physician was of tremendous use to ministry. He wasn't a preacher. He was a friend who was there for Paul, supporting him faithfully. Though he was articulate, educated, godly, and a gifted man, he was content to come alongside the great apostle and give his life in service to his personal needs. He was a tough friend for Paul during his tough times. The we passages in Acts indicate that Luke was with Paul during some of the most difficult times. In Acts 27, for example, which records Paul being taken to Rome, is a we passage. Luke was there with Paul. Have a blessed day.